Writing prompts, WP. And why exactly should I care? Well, you are the summoned hero that. No, I was kidnapped from my world for your benefit. Or do you suppose I didn't have a life in my world? Didn't have family? Friends? How would you feel if I kidnapped you to fight some scary shit for me? The Taurian archaeologists descended into the main chamber of the ancient Mutt Council city. Their excitement had reached a fever pitch. At first, they thought this was just another administrative outpost, fallen to ruin. As they pressed onward, however, they began to realize that this was the central hub of all Mutt society so many rotations ago. Perhaps they could finally determine what had led to the downfall of their society. The prevailing theory was that they were conquered somehow by an enemy that sought only their annihilation. They had dominated the known galaxy through advanced technology and warriors of overwhelming ability. What kind of enemy has managed to overcome all of that? Was that enemy still out there? Was it a threat to the free peoples? No one was sad that the Mutt were gone, but everyone feared that which could kill the Mutt. When the team reached the council chamber floor, they began their initial observations. The chamber was well preserved and full of bodies. Some were sitting in the chairs, arrayed in a circle around the room. Some were in the aisles. A number were piled by the door that lead further into the complex. The team were itching to explore, but dutifully took readings on the entire room. They had had to drill down through the ceiling to get in, and were hesitant to cause too many more disturbances without recording their findings. In the center of the room, on what looked like a speaker's dais, there sat a lone figure. It looked like he or she had dragged one of the other chairs to the dais. Unlike the other bodies, this one showed no signs of violent treatment. It was more as if they had simply sat down and died. Over the coming weeks, much became clear. The Mutt maintained their empire through a form of teleportation. It required no constructs or portals. The Mutt used some kind of bio-enhancements to give themselves the ability. When they encountered a threat, they used their technology to search all of time and space for mighty heroes to fight on their behalf. This brought them to Jahan, their last hero. The man in the center of the council chamber was the mighty Jahan, the conqueror of the cosmos. All the free peoples had legends about this man, the warrior of the Mutt, like a god on the battlefield. The tales all told of warriors who fought with zeal and fervor, dedicated to their masters. Jahan was detached and uncaring. He fought exactly as much as he needed to, and not an ounce more. He had been pulled from his home by the Mutt. All other heroes had fought for the promise of riches and power. All Jahan wanted was to go home. He wasted no time in his work. He fought to end battles quickly and efficiently. He just wanted to go home as quickly as possible. Eventually, however, there was no way for the Mutt to keep him from the truth. They could steal him from his home, but they lacked the power to send him back. His rage burned a fire across the cosmos. All of his hopes and dreams turned to rage. As he destroyed the Mutt, their cities and their people, he saw only the faces of his wife and children, friends and family, fields and orchards and lakes and mountains, never to be truly seen again. The Mutt, in their arrogance, never believed that they could be conquered. Their high council, the last of their species, sat in deliberations, unaware that they were at the end. He killed them in their chamber, and then sat down and waited to die. The archaeologist managed to restore a device he kept in his hand. Unlike the Mutt technology, which surprisingly didn't seem to last, this was of much hardier stuff. It was a recording of a little girl singing a happy song. With the support of their governments, the archaeologists finished removing what records they could. Finally, they supplied a better power unit for the recorder, replaced it in the Jahan's hand, then departed, sealing the chamber behind them. The echoes of the little girl's song could be heard all the way until the last seal was put into place.